Here we go. Here we go. Man, this still ain't working. Um, should be. Give me 1 second. Um, already did that. Oh, you tripping. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, we going up. I heard there's a top 10 list out there somewhere, right? Heard there's a top 10 list. We about to get it cracking. We about to talk about it. I heard Tua, kind of came in around number 14 on the list, even after being, top five in a lot of these statistical categories that, measure quarterback play. So it's very interesting that our quarterback, gets snubbed, but that's the Miami Dolphin way, right? Um, National media, national pundits always have a lot to say about the Miami Dolphins and about how fraudulent we are as a football team. But we will have these conversations. We will have them. But I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate you guys joining me on this Tuesday night. Just gonna talk a little football. Um, have a good time, man. Have a good time, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Do me a favor, punch the like button on your way and let everybody know I'm live. Honestly, didn't even expect to go live tonight. I just wanted to come talk about this list because I thought it was very interesting who they put on the list and where they ranked guys. Um, so yeah, appreciate you guys. I may drop the link. I may have you guys up to kind of have some conversations about it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Let's get this thing cracking. Yo, Mountie, what's good with you? I see y'all. Cap in the building. Cap says, gentlemen and ladies. Cap for life says, CB to the rescue. Let's go. Hey, my man Cap is on every Dolphins YouTube content creators channel, every single one of them. I got a lot of respect for cats like Cap. They don't pick sides. It doesn't matter what their takes are. They are just diehard Dolphins, and that's me too, man. So I appreciate you. Shout out to Vamos Gatos in the chat. What's good with you, my boy Kane? Salute CB83 and everyone. Salute, homie. Salute. Shout out the members gang. Um, shout out to homie Mountie. Shout out to homie Glenn in the building. Glenn, what's good with you? I didn't know you was still up, Glenn. It's a little late, man. 9:45. It says it does not matter. Okay, it does not matter where he was ranked. That ranking is garbage because they did not have Mahomes anonymous. Okay. All right. I hear you. I hear you. Let's get this thing going, man. 8 people in the room. It's not connecting on Twitter, so do me a favor, punch the like button. My Twitter, I upgraded to the premium. Now they're saying it's still not connected. It's always something with these accounts and all of this stuff, man. It's crazy. So appreciate y'all, man. Let's get this thing going, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Please tell me y'all ready. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get after it. Let's go. Let's go. is up, man? What is up, man? It's another night, another Fans take with CB83. Let's go, man. Get your minds right. Let's go, man. Levin in the building. Punch the like button on your way in, man. We going up. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. They disrespecting my QB, man. QB1, man. They're going to stop trying my dog. Straight like that. They're going to stop trying him. They're going to stop trying. And honestly, they can say what they want to say. They can say what they want to say. But when my dog come out slinging the rock like Nino this year, bro, y'all, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm glad, they put my dog way down on the list, number 14, middle of the pack. They saying he middle of the pack. Okay. I okay. That's how y'all want to rock. We can rock like that. But I'm telling you right now, when we come out and light up the league, they're gonna be very, very upset. And we keeping the receipts, B. We gotta keep the receipts, dog. We gotta keep the receipts, man. But let me get in this chat. Shout out to the chat, man. Cap for Life was in here first. The homie, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing going, Cap. Let's go. Yes, sir, man. Cap in the building. Vamos got those Canes in the building. Hey, I gotta shout out the members gang. Shout out the members gang for coming through and posting up. Glenn is in the members gang. Shout out to the homie Glenn. I see you, Mountie. What's good with you, Mountie? Raph is in the building. Always in the building. Shout out to the homie Raph. B Show. Shout out to B Show. The Dive Bar Podcast. Them boys rocking, man. Hey, B Show, y'all got a show tomorrow too, right? Y'all boys doing it over there. I love it. I love it for you, man. Hey, we ready. We ready for this season, man. They disrespecting us, it's always disrespect. Miami Dolphins, we just fly under the radar, do what we got to do, handle business. And we got to come for what's owed to us because we way overdue. We are way overdue as a fan base, way overdue. And we definitely going to get into it. Blue Jay, I see you. Blue Jay, what's good with you? I appreciate you coming through. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We have fun over here. We have a good time. It's really just about Miami Dolphins. I love my team. I love creating content. I love this. This is what I do. This is what we do in our fan base. It's a community. It's this is how we get down over here. So appreciate everybody coming through. Glenn says he'd rather talk about Phillips and his progress, and we'll talk about Phillips and his progress. I got some video of Phillips on the ladder today, doing some ladder work, which he looked good. I was impressed, right? We're close to the season. I can see him being ready to go in another month and a half for sure. Training camp is a couple weeks. You got preseason games. So we still have some time before the season starts, right? We still got a good amount of time before the season starts. So I could see Jalen Phillips being ready based on that video I saw today and the way he was putting pressure on it, the way he was moving. It seemed like he could be ready, maybe not in the first week, but maybe within that first 4 weeks of the season, right? Maybe he doesn't start on the pup list, and maybe he, plays right away. I mean, within that first 4 weeks, we'll see. But I mean, no rush at all. I mean, we got players, we got depth. We should be good until he gets back for sure. We should be good. Raph says they not like us. Raph, you already know what time it is. They not like us, man. They not like us. Come on, bro. That's how we get down, man. Hooked Up Joe, what's good? Shout out to Hooked Up Joe, man. Hooked Up Joe's been a big supporter of the channel too, man. Always around. G in the building. What's good, G? Double salute, CB in chat. Double salute to y'all. Double salute to the chat. Amicus in the building. It's time for the TUA fans to become Dolphins friends first. Amicus, we've been Dolphin fans, and that's why we're such big TUA fans, because we love our quarterback. We want to succeed. We want to win games. Anybody hating on our quarterback or saying that he's not good enough or he can't do certain things is putting bad juju in the atmosphere. And I don't like bad juju, right? I like positive thoughts. I like manifesting greatness, manifesting greatness when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. So anybody out there hating on Tua, those are the ones that aren't Miami Dolphin fans first. Because I'm definitely a Miami Dolphins fan first. I love my QB. I want him to succeed. I want Mike McDaniels to put him in a position to be successful so we can go out there and win games. So anybody telling you different than that, you need to be questioning their fanhood. Huh? Right? Hey, you better check yourself. Blue Jay says they said Tua is mid. They did say that. They did say that. But Tyreek just came out with his list. Honestly, I like Tyreek's list better than what I saw from the ESPN list. I do. I like it better. I like it better than what I saw, to be completely honest with you. All his guys were battle tested. All his guys have played meaningful football. All of his guys have a large sample size. He ain't put no, I don't think he put no rookies in there, did he? Rookies? How you put rookies on a top 10 list?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't get it, man. I don't get how you put guys coming off their rookie season in the top 10 list. It don't make sense to me. I don't get it. So that's something that we gotta have some discussions about. Glenn says the only reason he ranks that low because he did not win a playoff game. Okay, CJ Stroud won one playoff game. He's had one season, right? And in the playoff game, he threw the ball 21 times and completed 16 passes. And they ran the ball 30 times. Did he have a magnificent? Did he go off? Like, did he throw for 400 yards? Did he Willis? Like, come on, man. We got to be serious about this. I don't. The playoff game thing is overrated because it's not. Wins are not a QB stat, guys. Let me say this again, very loud for people in the back. Wins are not a QB stat. You can't measure a quarterback's play by how many games he wins, because the defense can have a fantastic game. He can play like shit and you still win the game. You guys understand that, right? And it could go the other way around too, but that's not how it typically works, right? So what I'm saying is it's not a QB stat. So let's not do that. Let's not do the wins thing. The winning a playoff game, if you're measuring your top 10 list by winning a playoff game, just say that. Say that. Say it's about playoffs. Say this list was based off of playoff success. Put that in the disclaimer, because that's not what a top 10 QB list is. A top 10 QB list should be, hey, these are the guys that play the best football at the quarterback position. And on that list, you're not telling me that Tua doesn't play better football than some of those guys at the position. You're just not telling me that. You're not telling me that. Pittsburgh Dolphin in the building. Let's go, man. My members gang is in the building, man. We cranking. Let's go, Pittsburgh Dolphin. Members gang here. Throw the emojis in the chat, members gang. Let's go, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. B Show says Phillips looking okay. I'm not on the podcast, baby. I think that. Oh, okay, that's somebody else. I got you. B Show was good with you though. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the dang like button. Shout out to Raph, man, making it happen in here. Glenn says we are going to regret. He says, when are we going to get a Dolphins roundtable soon? Are we going to get a roundtable soon? Yes. Roundtable's coming back. Me, Doug, TD Fins Talk on the AFC East Roundtable channel. We will be back on Tuesday, the 20. What's Tuesday? The 23rd or something like that. That's the day before. That's the day before they report to training camp. So maybe the 22nd and the 23rd. But we are coming back Tuesday evening, and y'all can catch us on the AFC East Roundtable channel. So yes, we are coming back. Iceman, what's good? Shout out to the homie Iceman. We gotta go up for Iceman one time. Let's go. Sir, yes, sir, Iceman. Appreciate you coming through. MCJB in the building. MCJB, I need a track, bro. I need a track for the intro. So let's work on something, man. Yes, and we definitely been that Twin Peaks again this year. I'm planning on going down the weekend of training camp of the 2nd and 3rd. So that Saturday scrimmage in the stadium, I'll definitely be there doing some content, getting some coverage. I'll be around, right? I think that's the day, the garage sale. I'll be around. I'll be in the city hanging out. I had a fam with me, just chilling out, having a good time. I love going to training camp. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's hot out there, but just being in that environment. So y'all got to realize I coached football at the high school level for like 10 years. So being out there in the sun and being in the heat of it, that's something I did every day, right? Going out there, doing individual drills with my guys, doing the 7-on-7, doing inside drills, and then going to team periods, running them, conditioning them, doing blitz pickup periods, doing run only periods, doing pass only periods. That's my element right there. That's what I did for a long time. So being out there and watching those guys do it at the professional level, doing it at the best level you can do it at, it's a great experience. I love watching those guys go out there and get after it, because that's what it's about. It's about getting after it out there. G says, can Tua stay and be honest? 16 is middle of 32. About what I see, big mid. And we're gonna get into the list. We definitely gonna get into the list, G. I'm actually gonna pull it up in a second. I just don't agree, and I'm gonna tell you, and we'll get into it, and I'll tell you guys why I don't agree. Because I'm not giving guys who have a small sample size, they're not sniffing a top 10 list, right? They're just not sniffing it, in my opinion. Glenn says, I support Tua right now and want him to win. What does it say? Want him to win if he leave Tua who? Yes. I mean, honestly, I don't think we have many other options right now. I think we got to rock with our guy. We got to support our guy. Amica said Tyreek had Baker at 5. Baker's tough. All right. Keep sleeping on Baker. Honestly, I don't think he was trolling with Baker, but you got to understand that Baker kind of has, man, when you go, this is what I want y'all to understand about quarterback play. When you go look at Baker and the way he plays the game, right? He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He plays fearless. He has some grit to him, right? Now, he may not be the biggest quarterback or the strongest arm, but he has that attitude, that moxie you need at the position that some of these younger guys on the list I don't think have. Like, I don't think Burrow has that moxie that Baker has yet. And they may get that, right? They may get that as a result of just being in the league. And that's probably how Baker got it. As a result of being in the league, seeing a lot, being confident, trusting your eyes, and being able to make the throws, right? Baker has a moxie that a lot of guys don't have at the position, right? And that's why I have a lot of respect for Baker. When you go look at that playoff game he played in last year, you just saw the determination, right? In that first round playoff game where they won. You saw the determination. He was like, bro, we're not losing this game. Let's go get this shit. Like, this is ours for the taking. And that's why you see him on Tyreek Hill's list, because Tyreek looks at that. He's a professional football player. He knows what it takes in order to win a football game. And it's not always the talent. It's not always the big arm. It's not always, everything they say you need to be a quarterback. Sometimes it's just, bro, are we going to get this shit? And we not losing. It's that refuse to lose mentality. And that's something that Baker has that a lot of guys on that list don't have. Dak don't got that. Honestly, Tua ain't got that yet, right? Herbert definitely ain't got that, right? There's some guys on that list that just don't got that swagger, got that moxie yet. And I'm not saying they can't get it. They just ain't got it. And that's why you put a guy like Baker on a list, because of the moxie, because of the willingness to, like, bro, I'm taking a shot. Let's go get it. If I throw a pick, I throw a pick. It happens. But we gonna go down swinging. So you gotta keep that in mind. And Hooked Up Joe says, great point about CJ Stroud. I'm not putting a guy on the list who's a rookie. Bro, you don't got enough in the game. You ain't got enough skin in the game to be on a top 10 list as a rookie. I don't care how good you play. I just don't care. Right. And honestly, you had a good season, right? And I'm not saying he had a really good season as a rookie. Good season. But if you're on a top 10 list, you are a dog. You are literally throwing the ball 30 to 40 times. As a rookie, if you're on the top 10 list, you throw the ball 30, 40 times, you are carrying it, you are carrying the load, you're a gunslinger, and nobody can tell you anything about playing a position. To be ahead of guys like Tua. Like, bro, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Raul P, what's good with you, man? I'm on a rant tonight, bro. I'm on a rant. I'm going in tonight. Wayne D, what's good? Hey, I see y'all in here, man. Y'all starting to pile in. Hit the like button on your way in. Anthony Manzano says, CB question, do you think the reason why they don't have him ranked in the top 10, maybe because of performances at the end of the season last year in the playoff? You can say that, right? You can say that. You can say the moments, right? And we can all agree on that. Tua's got to be better in moments. That's something every Miami Dolphin fans agree on, right? And if you disagree on that, you're probably a little bit delusional. But I also think Tua has made plays in those moments, and guys have let him down, right? So that's the case as well. So I can't put that all on Tua. That's my thing. I can't put it all on Tua. If it was like, hey, Tua shit the bed and threw 3 interceptions or completely lost us the game, bro, for sure. Like, I would put it on Tua. If he was like 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions, cost us the game, and we can't, like, if it was the Green Bay game all over again, the down the stretch, oh, bro, you can't be on nobody's list with that type of performance. So I understand that, but that's not what Tua did. Like, how many games? I want to ask this question to the chat, right? How many games did Tua lose us this past season? How many games did Tua lose us? Really, I want you to maybe pull a schedule up. Let me know how many games you think Tua lost us this year by himself. And it's hard to lose a game by yourself, but you can do it at the quarterback position. How many games do you guys think that Tua lost us this year? Wayne D says 2. Okay. All right. Which 2? I want to know which 2. And if you put a number, just kind of tell me which games you think he lost. Because I want to talk about it. I want to have this discussion because I think it's important. So Raul P throwing the members gang. I see you, my boy. I see you. G says, why are y'all personal about Tua? If it's business, he ain't standing on it. Oh, shake hands, sit down. Okay. Tyrone Hall in the building says CB83, stop it, bro. You know, Tua is trash. That's why he only ball out against trash teams. Man, he only ball out against trash teams. How do y'all feel about Baltimore last year? Was Baltimore a trash team last year? Was Baltimore trash last year? Because he put up 6 touchdowns on them boys. And that wasn't a trash football team. It wasn't a trash. Detroit's team last year wasn't a trash football team. It wasn't. Like, we gotta be real with ourselves. Cleveland football team last year wasn't a trash football team. They weren't trash. I mean, I thought we beat a lot of good teams this past year, and we beat good teams the year before that. So yeah, I think he's beat good teams before, Tyrone. He has. He says, you are what you eat, but respect to you, big homie. Yeah, for sure. Amicus says, I see you. JA17 top 3 on this list. Who is JA? Josh Allen? Is that who you're talking about? That chump? That chump inside leverage. What's going on, CB? What's good with y'all boys, man? I just checked y'all show out, man. That's what's up. Good show with Big E, man. I just checked y'all out. MCJB, what's popping? He says, Amicus, you dipshit. Y'all boys wilding in here tonight. Hooked Up Joe says Tyreek Hill has no filter and he puts it out like he feels. McDaniel allows him the freedom not to worry about what he says. Hill should retire Dolphin. I agree with that wholeheartedly. There's not a lot of coaches who allow you to just be yourself. And he could do that here. He could have a good time. He can speak how he feels. He could, tell his truths, right? And it'd be welcomed. And I love the fact that he supports his quarterback. Honestly, I really do think Tyreek feels that Tua is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. I really do feel like that. My question, shout out to Glenn real quick. And after these couple questions, man, we're going to get into it. My question is, why Aaron Rodgers on the list and he is 40 years old coming off an Achilles injury and his last season play was not good? He got the carrier ranking. Yes, and that's crazy. And that's another person that doesn't deserve to be on the list. Aaron Rodgers does not deserve to be on the list. I can understand history. If y'all were saying top 10 quarterbacks for the past 10 years, I would say, yeah, put Aaron Rodgers on there. He's been a dog. He's won. He's played at a high level. But he doesn't deserve to be on a yearly top 10 quarterback list. Not after the season he had last year and the season he had before that. Quitting on his team in the playoffs, just not doing what he needed to do. Point blank, period. So Wayne D says Tua lost us 2 games. Anthony Manzano says Tua lost us 3 games. Amicus says Tua lost us 6 games. Amicus, you just trolling, bro. Damn, you be trolling. You one of the best trollers out there. Put the troll emoji in the chat for Amicus. Put it in the chat. Cat for Life says Trevor Lawrence beat Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen last year. That's 2 games right there. Plus, Lawrence got the bag and is ranked 16th on that list. ESPN top 10 list. Very bad look. Yeah, he got paid, and I don't think Trevor's better than Tua. He's not a better quarterback than Tua. He's got the stature. He's got the quarterback, build, right? But he's not a better quarterback. He's not operating like Tua's operating in the offense. He's not making the throws that Tua makes. Come on, dog. Let's be real. He said, Glenn says both KC games. Man, that play to Tyreek, the fumble and the dropped passes. I don't know. I can't put that game on Tua. I can't put that first KC game on Tua, right? I can say he played bad in the playoff game, but I can also say in the same breath that Mike McDaniel had a terrible game plan going into that game. Terrible game plan. That's my thoughts. I thought he had a terrible game plan. Throwing the ball 39 times with Tua Tagovailoa, that type of weather and that type of environment, bro, that's just not the way you go about it. That's just not the approach. It's just not the approach. That's just my thoughts. I don't think it's the approach in that type of weather and that type of game. Anthony Mazzano says, CB, I think the reason Aaron is on the list more about his overall career body of work, not last season, which I agree with. But when you do top 10 lists, that's not how you do a top 10 list. This is a list they put out yearly, right? If it was a list they put out every 5 years, I'd be like, okay, cool. You can put Aaron on there. Last 5 years, he's been a really good football player, really good quarterback. But if you're putting this list out annually, bro, no, he's not on the list. Yeah, whoever made the list,
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut
sit your butt down. Sit it down. Cause that's not it. Putting Aaron on the list ain't it. To a top 10 quarterback, easy. I agree with you. I think he's in that range. You can put him between 8 and 10. I don't even care if you put him between 8 and 10. Shit, it don't bother me. But my dog, top 10. He should be on the list. And I mean, bro, you put Dak on there. I'd rather Baker be on there than Dak for real. And I like Dak. I'm not saying, Dak's a bad quarterback. I'm just saying there's quarterbacks better than Dak. And I'm not putting CJ Stroud on there. Inside Leverage says the Dolphins in the past used to lose to bad teams and we were sick of it. We know we got to take it to the next level, but win what's in front of you. Of course. And that's what it's about. You gotta win what's in front of you. That's important. You gotta win you gotta win everything. Bro, to be real with you, you got to beat the easy teams or what they claim to be the easy teams. And what I want y'all to understand about people say, "Oh, you beat the easy teams. You beat the sorry teams." Bro, it ain't no sorry teams in the NFL. Any given Sunday, you can get your ass whooped in the NFL. Any given Sunday, you can go out there, line it up, and get your ass whooped up and down the field by any team. There's no sorry teams in the NFL. There's teams with less talent than other teams, right? There's teams with less talent, right? Teams that spend less money on big time players, on premium players, right? But catch one of them teams on a week where they feeling good or they got the moxie, right? We talked about that moxie, that dog. Catch one of them sorry teams on the teams where they just feeling good that week. They had a great week of practice. Travel was easy. They're feeling good about going into the game. They feel like they got a great game plan. The coach drew it up for them, and they're ready to make the plays. Catch one of them sorry teams on that week. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to get slapped up and down the field. So stop saying that, oh, we're only good versus sorry teams. All right. I want some of y'all to go out there and play them sorry teams. I double dog dare you like a sucker head dog. I dare you to step out on that field and say, "Oh, okay, I could do this. Let's go let me go beat the sorry team. I want to see you beat the sorry teams. You wouldn't do it, man. Okay, you'll get you knocked in the dirt, boy. Better stop playing. This is the NFL. That's not a game. Any given Sunday, them teams will smack you. So don't think it's a game if you want to. We came out there thinking it was a game versus Carolina. Carolina jumped on us so quick. They jumped on us so quick. I think it was 21-7 or something like that. 18-0, 21-0, something ridiculous. And then the Dolphins said, "Oh, okay, we gotta play today. So we gotta execute. We gotta come to play." Yes, you do. You do every week in the NFL. Every week. So don't think it's a game. You let people say, "Oh, these guys are only good versus sorry teams." All right, you go play versus sorry team in the NFL and see what you think about that Sunday. See how you feel after that Sunday. You'll be hurting. And Denver did beat KC last year. Detroit beat KC. It's a lot of teams, bro. There's a lot of parity in the NFL. These rosters turn over every year. They're a lot different, and good teams get beat every single week. Bad teams beat good teams every single week. Stop playing, bro. Y'all gotta, if you really know football, you don't say stuff like, "Oh, the Miami Dolphins only beat bad football teams." Bro, you know how many these bad football teams beat what you call good football teams this year? Go look at the schedules. Go Go look at who the Bills lost to. The Bills lost to some bad football teams, right? Like, bro, none of these teams are bad. These teams can play football. Catch them on a good week if you want to. They're going to, like I said, they're going to smack you. They are going to smack you. Tyrone Hall says, man, their record is what they say they are. If you have trash record, then you're trash. If you have a good record, then you're good. Not true at all. Not true at all. Right? Because your record can be 1-3 going into game 5, and you can be a really good football team. It just can be maybe it's not clicking yet. Maybe the defense hasn't settled in yet. Maybe they haven't figured out the defense. Maybe the offense hasn't got it going yet. But it only takes one game to get it going. So if we said that every week, I mean, bro, just imagine we would be losing a lot of games if you set yourself up and say, "Oh, this team got a bad record. They're a bad football team. We're not going to come to play today." Bro, that's not how it works in the NFL. It's just not. You can't get away with that. You can't get away with doing that. And I think you're doing these players a disservice when you say, "Oh, this is a sorry football team." These players still got to go out there and bust ass, have a great practices during the week, prepare. Coaches still have to prepare, right? All that's got to take place. If you don't do that, you are not winning the game. I don't care if it's a bad football team. I don't care what it is. It's an NFL football team. It is. Sackman56 says, I hear what you're saying, bro. I play football too, but enough is enough. Being a Dolphins fan, at some point, we got to be able to beat the elite teams. I'm tired of being irregular every season. And I get that. But I also want you to understand, Sackman, is that there's only one team that can win a Super Bowl each year. It's a very difficult thing to do. The Miami Dolphins fan are clamoring. We are clamoring for a Super Bowl, right? How many teams have won Super Bowls in the past 5 years? What? 3? 4? And maybe it like the same team 3 times? Like, it's not easy to do. It's not something that's easy to do. A lot of things have to go right for you to win a Super Bowl. A lot. We're talking about injuries. We're talking about execution. We're talking about turnovers. We're talking about weather is a big part of playing football. Coaching. We're talking about travel. Like, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of outside variables that go into winning football games. Dolphin fans want to win a Super Bowl bad. They want to win playoff games. Of course. Honestly, I want to be a team that's a perennial playoff contender. If you can get in the playoffs every year and you can be in the dance, right? This is the thing. If you can be in the dance and have an opportunity to go win a chip, that is it. That's what you want every year. I want a team who's going to compete every year. Of course I want a Super Bowl. Of course I do. Of course I want to win playoff games. But I want a team that's going to compete every year, win enough games to get in the playoffs and compete for a title. And we've had that the past 2 years. We had that. So we got to kind of, I'm appreciative of what we got. And I know we can do more. I think it's going to come. It takes time, though. And I think a lot of people aren't willing to give McDaniel, TUA, the offense, the defense time. I think it takes time. Wayne D says half of these fools go say I played Pop Warner, so I know the game better than the Dolphins staff. Hey, we got a lot of Monday morning, Sunday morning quarterbacks, GMs in the fan base. Everybody knows more than dudes who get paid to do it. It's amazing to me. Everybody knows more than the people who get paid to do this. They get paid millions of dollars. Not just like, oh, you're a typical citizen. They get paid tremendous amounts of money to put the team together, set the team up for success, call plays, prepare, put game plans into place, practice, put a practice schedule together, put a travel schedule together, do all of it. They get paid to do all of this stuff. And we have people in this fan base who think they know more than them. Interesting, right? I got something for him.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut up.
Sit down. Sit down. Just sit down. Sit down. Be quiet. Inside Leverage says the Patriots knew that when we beat them when we weren't supposed to. Yeah. And that's the thing. Bro, there were plenty of years that the Dolphins shouldn't have been beating the Patriots. Plenty of years. But you better come to play. It's the NFL. Y'all can say the Miami Dolphins had sorry teams that year, bad teams that year. We were still an NFL team. We were still competitive. We still got up for games like the Patriots. Straight up. JR Black says, great fam, great day chat. I see haters chat looking to vent their feelings, not facts, just feelings. It's always feelings, man. Everybody, JR Black, everybody be in their feelings, man. Everybody. Hey, G says I'm the best defense lawyer in the game. 1-800-MIDS for kids. Hey, that's nice. I like that. Injuries do play a part in good teams having bad records, for sure. Anthony Manzano, and bro, I'm gonna take I'm gonna get down to Steve's and then we're gonna go into it. CB, if a team has to put all this great talent around a quarterback, do you think that team thinking the quarterback is not as great as they originally thought he was? So this is the thing, right? When it comes to building a team, you really want to put pieces together that work. It's like building a car, right? You want to build a car that is that is fast, right? That could get you from point A to point B quicker than other cars, right? You want it to be, durable, right? You want it to look good, right? But all the parts got to come together. It's got to mesh. Now, saying, hey, we're putting all these players around Tua because we don't think he's a good quarterback, I don't think that's what they're doing, to be completely honest with you. I think they are trying to build the best football team possible. And building the best football team possible consists of getting the best players you can get and players that work within your system, right? They watch a lot of film on these guys. They know what they can do and what they can't do. They know their strengths and weaknesses before they bring them in, right? So they do this. They do these evaluations. So they know how they can fit into the system. So when it comes to putting players around Tua or players around the team, it's about building the best team. And it doesn't matter if your quarterback's great. Even if your quarterback is Dan Marino, you still want guys like Tyreek Hill. You still want Jalen Waddle. You still want Mostert. You still want Achane. You still want Jonnu Smith. You still want guys like that on your roster if you can get them. If they could have did it with Dan Marino and put a bunch of great players around him, you don't think they would have did it? They're just trying to win games. They're trying to win a Super Bowl. That's what it comes down to. Let's be real, people. We got to be real about it. It's not about weapons around Tua. It's about building a really good football team. And I think people get so caught up in the Tua narrative that they overlook, like, bro, this is a team sport. Like, we want to get better, in the wide receiver room. So, because that's going to make our football team better. What I want y'all to understand is that we're only as good as our weakest link. And if our weakest link, our 53rd, 55th man on the roster is a guy like maybe, let's say, Braxton Berrios or who else could I say? Maybe it's Braxton Berrios or somebody like that, right? If he's the 55th guy, if you can replace him with a guy like OBJ, guess what? Your football team got better, right? Because you're only gonna be as good as your weakest link as those last guys on the roster. So it's about building a team, bro. Building a team. That's what it's about. Steve, what's good with you? What is going on? Evening, gents. Evening, sir. Um, JR Black, CB, what up, fam? One thing we learned the last 5 years: media heads and anonymous execs do not know ball, just like some of these doom and gloom film fans, for sure. But G say we like mid. G say we like mid, yo. Mid is mids for kids. G, is that what it is? 100 mids for kids?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Man, I better stop playing with Tua, man. Stop playing with Tua Leroy, man. Stop playing.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only master? I Oh, damn. Let me go, motherfucker. Let me go.
Stop playing with Tua Leroy, man. I told y'all about that. If you ain't seen The Last Dragon, go watch it. I'm tired of telling y'all. Tired of telling you. But let's do this, man. Let me pull up this list. I'm gonna pull this thing up right now. Let me do this. Share screen. Pat McAfee. And I'm using this because I'm using this graphic right here. So this is the graphic here, and this is Pat McAfee talking to Dan Orlowski about the quarterback position and the list, the list, right? So top 10 quarterbacks. Pete Takes in the building. Man. Oh, we in here. JR Black says 100% CB. This is the only era we allow QBs with one or less to rate top 10. No other time this would be allowed. Not allowed at all. Pete's Takes in the building. Shout out to Pete, man. Pete gets a lot of hate for his takes, which they are terrible, right? But I still support what he got going on. I still support. I still support what he got going on. All right, so here we go. So when we look at the list, right? He says too. Man, I love reading y'all. I love the chat, guys. I just want y'all to know I love y'all in the chat. Keep being you. Keep doing your thing. Do me a favor and punch that like button. This show, I'm sure this show will get some views afterwards. This will be a good one. So top 10 quarterbacks. ESPN talked with execs, scouts, and coaches for this ranking, right? Number one, Patrick Mahomes. Clearly, he's number one, and I don't think there's any like question in regards to that. Now, two, Joe Burrow. Man, that is a little questionable, just based off of, to me, his injury history is just as scary as Tua's, right? Even I would say it's a little more scary than Tua. I think Tua's kind of had some minor injuries. The concussions were a thing, but Joe Burrow's had season-ending injuries a couple times, right? Joe Burrow's a good quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. Him being at 2, I don't think he's at number 2 in my opinion. To be completely honest with you, I would put Josh Allen ahead of Joe Burrow. I would put Josh Allen ahead of Joe Burrow. And I would do that based on the fact that Josh Allen just does more for his football team and he's been available, right? Joe Burrow didn't even finish the season last year. Like, what are we talking about? Right? Like, why is he number 2? I'm putting Josh Allen ahead of Joe Burrow, right? And I'm also putting Lamar Jackson ahead of Joe Burrow. So right now on my list, I would have Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. So that's my 1, 2, 3. After that, this is where it starts getting a little iffy, right? Um, so I mean, when it comes to quarterback play, um, man, honestly, I think I could put Burrow at 4. Um, I think I could put Burrow at 4 for sure. So I will put Burrow at 4. So my list will be Mahomes, Allen, Lamar Jackson, um, Joe Burrow, Stafford, bro. You not at 5. Point blank. Period. You not at 5. He's not at 5. He's not, bro. He's not at 5. Give me your first chat. Do me a favor. Give me your first 4 so far. Put it in the chat. Put Mahomes, Burrow, whatever you put it. Just put it in order. I want to see your top 4. I got Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, and then Burrow. Burrow's going to be 4th in my opinion. Now, I know people are going to say, hey, Lamar Jackson isn't the passer that, Joe Burrow is or these other guys. Lamar Jackson is a special case. He is not just some regular dude. He's not a regular Joe Schmo. It's not always about passing in terms of Lamar Jackson. He plays the quarterback position a little bit different from everybody on the list. So you have to respect what he brings to the game. You have to respect what he brings to the games. So your list, put your list. Put, 1. I see Pete put Josh Allen at 1. My man Stefan put Mahomes at number 1. I said Mahomes is 1. Josh Allen is 2. And that's not me. See, I'm a football guy. So I could easily be a homer and be like, oh, Josh Allen's trash. Nah, Josh Allen is trash when he plays the Dolphins. But when it comes to his play and what he does, you have to respect him as a quarterback and what he's able to do. Now, I think he may fall off this year a little bit without a guy like Diggs and without the same weapons that he had. Gabe Davis, like he lost some guys. He lost some dudes. So I think he could take a step back, but I mean, he's still done enough with his legs and his arm to warrant that number 2 for sure. And honestly, if you put a guy like Josh Allen on the Chiefs, shit, they probably they probably still winning. Like, let's be real. You put Josh Allen on the Chiefs, they probably still winning. Like, I mean, to be completely honest with you, Mahomes is good. He's special. But Mahomes has deficiencies too, and that's what people fail to realize. He does have deficiencies. Here we go. So I see some lists now. Amicus says Josh Allen. You must be a Josh Allen. You must be a Bills fan, Amicus. Josh Allen, he says Josh Allen 1, Mahomes 2, Jackson 3, CJ Stroud 4. Man, we know you don't play a lot of football. You put a rookie in your top 5. Whew, Lord. God bless you. My man Stephen says Mahomes, Lamar. I like that. Josh Allen and then Burrow. Okay. I like that. I honestly, that Lamar and Josh Allen, that's close. That is close. But I would give Josh Allen the edge a little bit just because I feel like um I don't want to say he's done more with less, but I think he's played better in some of those moments. That's just I think Lamar's kind of folded down the stretch in some of these moments. Y'all talk about Tua folding in moments. Lamar has folded in moments as well. He has. Um, he says all of a sudden we had experts when Williams wrong. Jose says Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Tua. I like it. I like it. Chicago. All right, so let's get into it. So let's continue. We got 28 in the building. Punch the like button. I appreciate you guys. So this is the list right here. We were just debating the list, kind of talking about it. Like I said, I got Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and then Burrow. Um, 5 is where it gets interesting for me, right? 5 is where it gets interesting for me. I'm not based off last year. I'm not putting Stafford at 5. I would put at 5. I'm going with Jared Goff. Jared Goff is going to be my 5th quarterback on this list. And that's based off of how he played football last year. I thought Jared Goff was tremendous. I thought he played really good football. I thought he played better than Stafford, even though that was the trade and, Stafford got the championship in LA. I would put Goff at number 5, right? And my number 6 is going to be my number 6 is going to be Tua Tagovailoa. Is going to be number 6 on the list based off what I saw last year. He's going to be ahead of CJ Stroud based off quarterback play. Now, if y'all want to measure the list based off one playoff game, then you can put Stroud wherever you want to. Feel free to, right? Feel free to put him wherever you want to. I'm putting Tua at number 6. So my list goes Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Tua Tagovailoa at 6. I'm going at 7. I'm going ooh, this is tough. This is getting interesting now. Because I do like Purdy. I like Jalen Hurts. So Tua Tagovailoa at 6. I'm gonna go Stafford at 7. No, I'm not gonna go Stafford at 7. Let me go. I'm gonna go. Oof. Damn, this is getting hard now. I don't want to put Stafford at 7. This is the issue I'm having. I don't think Herbert is better than a lot of these seasoned guys like Stafford. I don't even like honestly, I don't even like Herbert better than Dak, to be completely honest with you. And I just gave y'all shit about Dak, right? But I don't like Herbert better than Dak. So I have Tua at 6. Who did I have at 7? I had I think I'm gonna put Stafford at 7. I'm gonna put Dak at 8. I'm going to put Herbert at 9. And I'm going to put Jalen Hurts at 10. That's what I'm doing. And Purdy and Love will be right where they are, right? Rodgers is going into that honorable mention list. CJ Stroud is going to be at the top of, not even the top. I'm going to put him I'm going to put CJ Stroud below Purdy and below Love. I'm going to put him below those guys cuz those guys are more seasoned. They have more football under their belt and they've done it more often. Like it's a better sample size. Um, so yeah, so my list, man, let me see if I can go back over and then get it right. Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Burrow. I had who did I have at 5? Jared Goff. I had 2 at 6. I had what do I have? Stafford at 7, Dak at 8. I had what? Dak at 8. Did I have I had Hurts at what, 9? And then I don't know who I had 10th. It was something like that. I forgot. But yeah, man. I mean, honestly, that's my list. I think 2 is 6 on this list. So putting it together, and Tua was top 5 in a lot of statistical categories. So I think putting him between that 6 and 8 range would be the play based off of how he played last year, to be completely honest with you. I think he's in that range. Now, people are looking at Tua in moments and playoff games and stuff like that. That's cool. That's not what the list is for, though. We're talking about top 10 quarterback play and how you played, right? And like I said, this is a yearly list. So I'm not having a guy like Rodgers on the list because he didn't play. Burrow, really, I'm doing him, a favor by putting him on the list because he didn't really play, right? When it comes to CJ Stroud, he had a good season, but you're still a rookie, bro. I can't base that. That's too much of a small sample size to give you that a top 10 list. But I think he has potential to be top 5 for sure. CJ Stroud does. I don't have Stafford on that top 5. I think Goff I think you can swap those guys out for sure. Swap those guys out. But man, hey, I see you, Q. What's up, man? Q doing this thing. Extended his membership for 6 months, man. He says ESPN trash list to his top 5. What's up, Oos? What's cracking, my boy? What is going on, dog? Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the support, Q. That's the homie in real life. Let's go, dog. Sir, we the best in the nation. In the nation, Q.
I'm the best in the nation. Supposed to be number 1 right now.
Supposed to be number 1 right now, Q. Right now. Man. But hey, get in the chat. I want you guys to tell me what you think about my list. I want you to tell me in the comments. Once the video ends, jump in the comments. I want you to put your list. Do me a favor. Put your top 10 list down there. Go in your notes section on your iPhone or Android. Type out your list. Look at this. Pause the video. Get your list together. Get your top 10 list. Number them out. Paste it in the comments once the video is over. I want to see and have some dialogue about these lists. I'm going to post my list too. I'm going to go back through, post my list. Right. Burrow didn't play. Bro, he didn't even play. Didn't even play. But yeah, it is hard, Manny, to get that top 10 list. It is difficult because there's some really good football players in there. Really good football players. Rodgers is not in the list for me. He's not on the list. Stroud is not on the list for me because he's too young, right? Stafford made it, Dak made it, Goff made it. Tua was plugged in at number 6. Who else did I kick off? Who else did I put in? I put Purdy. I think I put Purdy in there. or no, I put Jalen Hurts in there. That's what I did. So Tua and Hurts went into the top 10, and Rodgers and Stroud came out of the top 10. I left Herbert in. I left Goff, switched Stafford. Goff switched with Stafford. I think Stafford went to 8 or something like that. Tua went to 6. Herbert went down on the list. I like Tua better than Herbert, guys. I do. I When I look at how they play football and when I look at how they play the position, I like Tua better than Herbert. And some people will say I'm crazy, right? Which is cool. But honestly, when you really break it down, they're not far off. And when you go look, and what I want y'all to do is go look at, y'all can look at the highlights. I don't care. Go look at the Dolphins versus Chargers games. That's what I want y'all to do. The past 2-3 years, I think, damn, I think he played him 3 times. I think he's played, yes, I think they've played each other 3 times. Go look at Tua versus the Chargers. Go look at Dolphins versus Chargers last year, this past season, the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. I think they played every season. I think there's only one season they didn't play. But their rookie year, they played against each other. Tua had a better game. Their second year, I think they played against each other. I think Tua had a better game. The third year, I think Herbert had a better game. He outplayed Tua. I think that was the game that, people said Tua had a meltdown. The offense couldn't do anything. This past year, that first game of the season, Tua had a better game. So I'm just, bro, when you look at, and I like to look at the head-to-heads to see how they play, and I understand that's just a small sample size too. But that tells me a lot about, how these guys operate. So, man, it's gonna be interesting. But the season is almost here, people. That's the beauty in this. The season is almost here. We are talking football again. We are talking about lists that are coming out. And people are anticipating the season, and we are ready for it. Training camp is right around the corner. The rookies are in the building. The rookies are there. They are learning where the bathrooms are. They are getting camaraderie with each other. Because they're about to get that rookie hazing. They got to get the rookie hazing, right? So they're getting that camaraderie, and they're going to be working on their skits and their singing and their dancing because they got to get it. And that's the beauty of it too. A lot of people don't, think about training camp, stuff like that. But that's some of the fun part of training camp too, is like getting guys integrated into the franchise, into the system. When you play college ball, it's like we have training camp too. And we go through this grueling training camp. We're doing 2-a-days. We're lifting. We're meeting. It's a lot. It's like, damn, I'm tired. I'm tired of football. I'm tired of seeing y'all. I'm tired of doing this. And then like they do the hazing at the end of it, the rookie hazing, where they cut your hair or they cut your eyebrows and do cool stuff like that. Not cool stuff, but funny stuff. They have you walking around campus looking crazy. But that's a part of it, and that's all a part of the process, and what the Miami Dolphins have going on over these next couple of weeks. So it'll be fun. You guys can just imagine that they're going to see each other a lot. They're going to spend a lot of time with each other, so they got to kind of find a way to make it fun too. So that's Mike McDaniel. I expect Mike McDaniel to just command the team a little bit more. Just be a little bit more hands-on in regards to holding guys accountable and making sure that iron is sharpening iron. Like making sure that, hey, they're getting after it. Because we really need to have a good season. And in order for this team to be great and reach their potential, they got to have that grit. They got to have that dog. I was listening to somebody today talk about the Miami Dolphins. Actually, I think it was Finn Sports Network or something like that. And he was saying, yeah, this team just needs to be tougher. And I agree with him wholeheartedly. They do. They need to be tougher. There needs to be more grit, more determination. this offense needs to be able to run a 4-minute offense and just wear down a defense. You need to be able to run the football and just work the defense down and wear them down and kill clock. Those are signs of a good football team. And you got to be able to do it versus, like y'all say, good teams, good defenses, right? That's what it's about. And you want to see the team show up in moments, and I think it's going to happen. My man Keys says, I agree with you about Rodgers, unfortunately. Hey, it's okay. That's my bro. Shout out to bro, man. Appreciate you coming through. Y'all gonna be all right, man. Hopefully, I want to see Aaron Rodgers, come out and play. I didn't say play well, right? I want to see him play. I want to see what he could do. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if he tore up, everybody else. I wouldn't mind that. Just as long as, we do our thing versus them, and I that's what I expect from my guys. But I'm looking forward to it. The season's right around the corner, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be going out live like this more often. These training camp updates will be a thing on like the daily or every other day. Do me a favor and share this with one person, you might, who may want to subscribe to the channel. Just send it to somebody and be like, yo, subscribe, check this guy out. He's pretty cool. He does good content. I do my thing a little something, right? So do me a favor, send it out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. 32 in the building. Didn't even expect to go live tonight. But I just wanted to jump on, have some conversation, engage with you guys. It's always fun. It's always a great time. Q, I appreciate you for the donation. That's big time. Let's keep it rocking, man. Keep it rocking. I got some cool stuff going on. Trying to get down to training camp. We will be rocking out. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I already know, man. It's your boy CB83, and I'm out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be.